I believe in value creation, and the more value I create, the more I think returns I get. And creating value is painful because it's not easy. You can easily give up. My name is Bulle Abdullahi. I'm the founder of Nuria. Nuria is an online bookshop, but also we have physical shops in Nairobi and Mombasa. Nuria means light. Originally it came from Spanish, adapted by the Arabs, adapted by the Somalis, the Swahilis. So initially I wanted to call this business Jua, to know. But later on, my graphic designer in 2015, early 2016, told me haiko inampatia vibe mzuri ya kudesign. So akaniambia to go think about it a day or two, just give me several names. I gave him 2 names. He picked Nuria. So kasema at least I can work with this name. My mom is called also Nuria. So nikaita hiyo jina Nuria. We designed for us the logo na nini everything, and then that's how we came up with Nuria. The logo, basically, it evolved. The first one was N, Nuria. The tagline, the honest store, came about because of mistrust that was brought by the online platform at that time, led me now to call it the honest store. As we build now the brand, we onboarded many Kenyan authors. So I started calling it the home of Kenyan authors. So now a lot of Kenyan authors now started relating with me. The name spread, the brand became big, and now no more non-Kenyans now approached me. Kutoka Uganda, Tanzania, Rwanda, they started now approaching me and told me that, hata mimi nitaka kuuza kitabu on Nuria. So now we change now the tagline now to the home of now African authors. So now we stock African authors. Yes, we are championing and pushing for African authored books, but we also sell other books written by non-Africans. My motivation, I think, there are many. I think even before I joined campus in 2006. Before I joined campus, while I was in Isli, I used to work in my brother's car wash, alikuwa nanga car wash hapa garage. I used to know how to wash cars actually. Naweza jua hata kuosha gari. Later on, they opened a shop together with my father, a hotel. Nikiwa kampo pia, nilikuwa nawasaidia kwa hiyo hoteli from time to time. I was also involved in other biashara zimeanguka. I used to distribute a camel milk for mzungu mwingine. So I used to distribute for Isli na South Sea. Later on, I think he passed on, biashara hiyo imekufa, and then I had my own shop in Isli ya kuuza fresh juice. Ikaanguka after 10 months. Nikaenda kwa spare parts, rims, tires, kuuza online kwa OLX. All those zimefail. So I used to have that hunger, to at least contribute to the society. When you run your own business, it's touch and go. You have an idea, you go and try it. If you fail, you learn from it, like that. So motivation yangu yote ni, how can I contribute to the society? How can I contribute to the humanity? How can I make something better? And the best way to do that is if you run something by yourself independently, you make decisions by yourself. 2014, 2015, I took a break. What I call it business sabbatical. Wakati ndo sasa nikaanza sasa kusoma vitabu sana. I started getting into books, reading. I was influenced by a friend. I used to carry a book to workplace sometimes. And my colleagues used to see. Actually, I influenced my immediate boss into the reading culture. Sahi anasomanga vitabu kama 3-4 kila mwezi. So walikuwa na borrow books from me. What does the book talk about? Napatia sometimes e-version of the book. Napatia the physical book. So they either borrow from me or I recommend it. So a lady was my desk mate, ndo akaniambia, kwani unatupatia vitabu free? Why can't you utuuzie ama utucharge pesa kidogo for just lending books to us. Now that led me to books now. I started doing basic research on how can I start selling books, what is the book market at that time, and the main focus wakati ilikuwa vitabu za shule. So mainly the focus was that. So now I said, let me now try selling books, but nisifungue duka, I just sell them online. For 3 good years, I was selling books online, and then I was sourcing some local, and then later on some internationally. So I used to import. So at that time, booksellers hawakuwa, kama huna jina, kama hujapitia through publisher, they couldn't accommodate you. Sasa wakati mimi sasa nikaanza I saw a niche, a gap. Sasa I started now accommodating self-published authors. So I ended up now being into the book business, singeweza kutoka. I started actually the CSR in 2020 Feb. So there's a customer who ordered a book. Alikuwa anataka apelekewa Times Tower. Karibu na Ajib House, Ajib. So na sikuwa na mutu. Na hiyo customer alikuwa na haraka. Actually I used to send even books. Naenda Guardian, naenda Easy Coach to send parcels. Just to save on that cost. Nikakimbia, I delivered the book to the guy. He paid me, so I was walking back. So I walked up. So I saw 2 Kenyans struggling, a lady and a gentleman, struggling with their luggage. Walikuwa nabeba mzigo. So nikauliza, simuchukue trolley nini muna struggle. So the gentleman said, I'm willing to pay 50 bob, but the lady doesn't want to pay because of she's saving the money for pads. So she told me she comes from a poor family. So hii pesa kidogo kidogo inamsaidia your pads. And I came to realize later on, it cost around 200 shilling for every period cycle for a woman to spend. Come a minimum of 200 shilling. So some families who have kids, daughters who are 3 or 4, that's a lot of money, na wengine hata pesa ni ngumu. Kiwa nakuja sasa I started thinking about what she told me, that it can hit, which means there are many girls who struggle with that. This 2020 Feb. So nikarudi tu kwa duka nikasema, how can I now help from where I sit? How can I help ladies who suffer using my own space? So nika instruct my designer anitengenezee ka logo, free sanitary pads available here. Nikakimbia super, nikanunua pads kidogo, nikaweka hapa, I posted it. When I posted it, I have an author anaitwa Zachary Oguda. He's an author who writes about football. He has a book called Away from Victory, amazing book on Kenyan football. He posted it. Yangu haijakuwa viral, yake ikakuwa viral. Akamwambia any lady who is in an emergency needs a pad, na ako within CBD, she can walk into Nuria Bookshop, shop number 12, and then she can pick. It was a big news, a big buzz. And every month to date, we donate between 3 to 5 boxes of sanitary pads. I have them here. And then early last year, we created, or the year before, we created what we call pad dispenser. So we have 2 pad dispensers. In first floor, this building, bazaar, and second floor. In earlier years, I realized that sina nguvu ya pesa. I don't have the financial muscle to grow the brand. So I realized that the only alternative of that is to outwork the market. We started posting daily religiously. Now we do between 10 to 20 every single day. The digital space is an equalizer, but now what is helping us is the consistency in posting, consistency in creating content, posting them religiously, and doing it for free. There are some people who charge authors, us we don't charge. We create content, post it, create content, post it. So any person who is out there, who's new into the market, who's doing anything, whether you're building your personal brand, you're building a business brand, you must be putting tons of work into everything you do. And I will tell any person who runs any business, wear your brand. Don't be shameless about your brand. Kama tisho uko naye, uwekewe jina hiyo, jina kampuni yako or your brand name. Wear it. Let people see. Wacha kuvaa brand ya Nike, Puma or whatever it is. Vaa your own brand. Promote it. So that's what I usually do. Mimi, we wear our brand. Sometimes we also give free branded t-shirts to our customers. I can't compete with price. A price competition is not my forte. Hiyo siwezi mimi nitakufa. So I compete on customer care, I compete on delivery, I compete on speed, I compete on trust, I compete on building relationship. Because there's always someone cheaper than you. Kama chai yako ni 200, kuna mtu ya 50 bob, kuna mtu ya 20 bob, kuna mtu ya 10 bob, kuna mtu ya 5 bob. So you can never ever compete on. But you can compete on ambience, you can compete on customer care, relationship, you can compete on products, availability and so on. So all those are the things that I've put it on the table. We have won, I think, over trophies in Gabi to Konazo. So each year, I think we have been awarded the best bookstore. We are awarded both also in East Africa. Last year we got Super Choice Brand Award in the book category. The biggest milestone, what will I say? The biggest milestone now is we started in 2016, we had 5 Kenyan authors. As of today, we have 3,000 African authors. We launched the first Museum of African Books. That is an archived book, vitabu ziko ndani ya hiyo frame. So we have started what we are calling it framified books. Instead of mummifying, so we are framifying books. We are preserving African books. I love alone time. Napendanga to be alone, spend time with myself, and also do stock take of the week. How the week was, how can I approach the next week, how the market is. And everyone has a blind side. I have a big blind side as well of how the market operates, how the things are. Being grounded most of the time is what keeps me going. There's a lady last week, alikuwa anafanya her nails. She said, I usually do my nails hapa, but I buy books from you online. So akishuka, she said he usually uses the lift. That day akashuka to stairs, akishuka. So akishuka, akaona Nuria. And she walked in and she bought a book, just seeing the name. And she said, I was so happy to see the brand I buy books from. And many customers are like that usually buy from us online. So kile wanaona, they feel so good. I love it. I love wakati mtu akinipatia story yake of how they buy books from us. I tell people that Kenya is a totally different market. Kenya is a unique market. Both the buyers, both the setup, how it looks like, how it's run, the hunger, most business people, the demand from readers or the buyers. So it's a totally unique market. And I always tell my team that always be humble, always be nice to customers. That's why you see, if a product is not available, we refund customers on real-time basis, same day. Ukinunua vitabu 3 kwangu na kitabu moja is a stock error, I refund you immediately or the same day. And that Kenyans appreciate. If not, they will punish you for that. We need to decentralize. We need to have artists having more power. You access their royalties, their money as quick as possible. It's only Nuria in the whole world that pays fast. Other platforms utaongoja masiku ama months. Nakwambia we only do months, tukifanya after 1 month tutakutumania kwa namba yako or whichever account it is, or after 24 hours or after 2 days, 3 days, 4 days or weekly. Ours is pay as we sell. So that if I pay first that author will pay a printer first, or will pay a book designer first, will pay a hotel he will go and eat with, transport nini. But now kila mtu akikwamia pesa mtu mwingine, hatuta move. So I want that 1,000, 2,000 shilling move fast haraka, irudi haraka tena mtu mwingine. And that helped us a lot now. Mimi, the more we do this, the more hata mtu akipata 1,000, 2,000 and he's getting another place 10k, anakwambia enda kwa Nuria. Why? Because we pay fast. So because of that distraction, other markets, other people are looking at it, and also wao pia, they're up in their game. And that's, I think, the kind of, change we have brought to the market, and we are proud of that. I love thinking beyond even my lifetime. So that's why we created that Museum of African Books. There are books that are getting out of print. Kuna vitabu zinapotea. How can we preserve those books? So that's my next goal. How can I protect the books that we have, so at least in 200-300 years to come, people can access those books in a centralized museum that is run by Africans, owned by Africans, run by Africans. We document and protect and preserve them, and then the next generation can build onto that.